Action.
This is the most unmotivating video of all time. We should make this the most unmotivating. You know, you got them motivational videos on YouTube. You should have unmotivational.
Yeah, if you're having a good day, watch this and it'll ruin it.
Yeah, featuring Chris.
He's a bit more cheery than Josh though.
Yeah, if you're wondering what, wow, he reminds me of that depressing guy that you got. That's his brother.
That's his older brother.
And just in case you don't believe me that this is his brother, stand up.
Oh, there we go. He's even taller than Josh. Would you believe it?
Big one on the big fella.
This is like, hold on, this is like the Joshua rematch.
This is like
Ruiz
fucking...
is Joshua.
This is like when...
Let's like do what's the word? You know, what do they call it? You know, a reconstruction.
Reconstruction, alright.
So you're Joshua.
No,
I'm not about fighting.
Oh. Oh shit, he's bouncing around, he's ready to go.
You skip straight to the fight.
Oh, you did the face off?
I went the face off.
Alright, keep your head straight though.
No, see, you two, this is like prison rules for you, isn't it? That's it, you got to stand.
Oh. Hang on, wait. That's
Hold on, let's do a recon. Come on, be sensible.
Alright.
No, you haven't called you in yet. You've got to go up.
What do you mean he ain't good? Oh, do you want his ring music on?
No, you've got to do that. No, Joshua.
Oh, can Anthony... No, I'm not really doing it.
Yeah, reconstruction.
I don't even know how it goes.
Anthony Joshua.
237 pounds.
Oh.
That's the crowd. Go on, walk up. And then, don't come to me, because I'm not going to you. You've got to stay in the middle, haven't you? We're fucking this fight up right now.
Music's cut off as well, so it's got words.
Ruiz.
I can't pronounce his name. Andy Ruiz?
Fuck, let's make it a prize fight. An Aaron Lambo.
No, you've ruined it. You're meant to be... Oh, what the fuck was that cracking?
I know what that was.
Go on, Andy.
No, this is like... We've had our session at Mental Hamster. We're now fucked, but...
That's what happened when the fight happened the previous night.
Yeah, but we're now... in fact, we've done all of our exercises, haven't we? And all of our sets. But there's one thing I want to show you all. It's not all about changing angles, you know, to make the exercise work more. You can isolate the muscle just by changing your grip. So I'm going to give you an example on tricep dips. Now, again, there's no right or wrong way of training. Doing a repetition is doing a repetition. This is pretty much textbook, right? So holding the grip with a normal grip, holding the handle with a normal grip, getting your seating position. It's always important, keeping your chest on the pad. What you don't want to do is start swinging. You want to keep your form tight. Come under, get your legs fixed, and you can rep it. Now, of course, you're still working the muscle, but what you can do is you can isolate the muscle a lot more. You can fatigue yourself a lot quicker, and you can get a pump a lot quicker too. Just by, see this, what I'm about to do? Changing your grip to a thumbless grip. If you push with your palm, you will end up isolating the muscle a hell of a lot more. Which in turn will make the weight heavier without adding any more weight.
Nice.
And it is a bit unmotivational without no music, isn't it?
No, I think it's refreshing actually. It's always
Is it?
Yeah.
Now, if you did notice, I'm holding the stretch at the top. And what people tend to do is they tend to hold the contraction at the bottom. Well, you're actually making the muscle bigger by stretching it. If you think about it, it's logical, right? So what you want to do, if that's what you want to do and that's what your goals are in the gym, is to get bigger muscles, you want to stretch it. You want to hold the stretch. And then, when you hold the stretch there, for instance, 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, bang it. 1, 2, bang it. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're not squeezing the contraction. What you're doing is what I like to call punching the rep. Punch it straight back into the stretch. Punch it straight back into the stretch. Punch it straight back into the stretch. What you then do is you stretch the muscle. Once you've done a set stretching the muscle and you've fatigued yourself completely, you can then drop the weight. And you do reps with momentum. Now, How's that going to benefit you? What that's going to do is you've stretched the muscle, right? You've made that area bigger. So what you're going to do is now you want to pump that area that you've just stretched with as much blood as what you possibly can. But without rushing the reps, you want to do them with momentum. So get in that fixed position, and instead of right and doing them uncontrollable, you want to do with momentum. Yeah? So you're speeding them up, but with control.
Nice.
You just constant time and attention, working that muscle. You will get to a point where you're completely fatigued and you can't actually do a full rep, which doesn't matter. Partials will work just as much, they're just as effective. Just keep moving that muscle until you can't move it no more, until you can't fit any more blood, motherfucker, into that area. And when you can't fit no more blood into that area, you get what's called a pump, which I think
That's your bicep.
I've got. I don't know where the rah come into it.
Yeah, you just.
That was unnecessary.
You just done triceps.
But that was like,
You
I've just had a fucking 7-foot giant front up to me. I've got to try and intimidate him somehow.
Oh, yeah, but you're tensing the wrong muscle you train.
I know, but
Come on then, tricep. Go on.
rah was all I got.
Tricep.
Is that working at all, or?
Sorry.
Hey, is it? You're just laughing at me now.
I think. No, you're scared, mate. You're scared.
What we're going to now do is we're now going to recover by having a protein drink. I will want to make
What
it
protein
clear.
drink before you carry on?
Alpha Trilogy. Glad you asked that.
Yeah,
Really.
obviously.
Alpha Trilogy protein drink. Now, for the beginners out there, I don't recommend any supplements, not even mine, and I'm not joking. If you're getting into the gym, you want to try and make it your life, you want to try and get in a routine, the best thing to do is eat. You know, when I was 14, we were having this conversation, Chris, a minute ago, you asked me what age I started training. I was 14, I was living with my nan, and my nan was making me pasta every day. I was eating. Do you remember them all in the poor days, where all you could afford was the all-day breakfasts in a tin? Do you remember them? All-day breakfasts, or sausage and beans in a tin.
Still fucking have them now.
Mate, that's all I eat. And I used to have, you know, them microwave pizzas. I used to have them in sandwiches because I was always a skinny lad, so I was desperate to put on weight. So then I used to go to the gym. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're a beginner in the gym, maybe you're a fat kid, maybe you're a skinny kid, skinny teenager, maybe you're a young adult, whatever.
Wait, you can't say fat now, mate.
You can, fat or skinny.
Snowflakes, mate.
Let's be real, it's all about real
Exactly.
talk. Whatever it is, if you're just coming into the game, what you've got to do is you've got to work out what works best for you. So if you have a naturally fat physique, then it's obvious you've got to cut out the carbs, right? Then you've got to clean your food up, and then you've got to train, and then you've got to add some cardio in. If you've got a naturally slim physique, a skinny physique, then you've got to eat. No amount of food is going to put on weight, and if you're training as well, listen, your metabolism needs the junk food. You know, the sugars, the fats, they're only going to benefit you, and that is a fact. Don't get into this game and start reading these false magazine articles or what you see on the internet from people that have my social media status maybe, but all they want to do is sell you their products. You know, it's not about that. Or, for instance, the pros that have made it, a lot of the time it's not their articles that they're writing. A lot of the time the articles are being written by somebody else. What I'm trying to say is find out what works for you. It's okay being inspired by somebody and inspired by somebody's physique, but don't always listen to what they write or what is written for them. That's what I'm trying to get at. And you could say, well, you're just contradicting yourself, Aaron, because you've got a supplement brand. Of course, and that's my main income. You know, we've been very fortunate. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest in the UK, and it's sold worldwide. But you know what? It's for people that, you know, that are used to the gym. People that take their supplements. And I tell people why mine's different from the rest. Because we make ours in-house on machines that are actually owned by us. The raws are brought by us right up until the tubs, and the labels are brought and designed by us. Even advertising, obviously it's all done on my page and my site, and then it's distributed by us in our own warehouse. Everything is controlled by us.
And we do all the relabeling ourselves.
Yeah, we do all the relabeling ourselves. Yeah, I heard that rumour.
Fucking
But
hell.
it's for people that are used to training and that want to take their training to the next level. But if I'm giving advice to a newbie, what you need to do is you need to start getting the bug for the gym. getting the hunger for the gym and work out what works best for you. And then when you start training for like 6 to 12 months, you're enjoying it, you've got yourself in a routine, of course, then start taking supplements. But even if you did move on to my brand and you say, Aaron, right, I've been training for 6, 12 months now I want to start with mental hamster stuff. Even if you wanted my advice, I would still tell you, save your money. You don't need to buy protein, you don't need to buy fat burners, test boosters, you don't need to buy a load of stuff, because if you buy a load of stuff, whether it's my brand or another brand, you will never know what's working for you. What I would suggest is buy a normal a protein powder, start yourself up on that, see how that works for you. And then if you're over the age of 21, then maybe try a fat burner, see how that works for you. Then maybe try a test booster, you know, and give each product maybe 3 or 4 months on its own, so you can see what works for you and what doesn't. If you don't, you're gonna buy a range of products, and who knows, you could have a reaction to something. Something might make you bloated. Sure. You know, you never know, and all you're doing is wasting your money. And a lot of people don't have that, I suppose, unlimited financial fucking expense.
That's some real advice right there.
It is some real advice. But if you are in a routine and you do go to the gym a lot,
and you got a bit of dosh,
and you've got unlimited amounts of money, then buy all of our products at mentalhamster.com.
Wow.
I'll buy Polar pre-workout.
That's shameless now.
The only pre-workout that's actually made of compounds that build muscle tissue. Our hydrolyzed protein.
Yes.
It's turned into a complete advert now, isn't it?
You've literally just...
It also has digestive enzymes in it, so if you do take a protein powder, girls, maybe your husband's taking a protein powder and his guts are bad, he's shitting a lot or he's farting a lot, or guys, maybe you've got stomach cramps or whatever, then you won't have that with Alpha Trilogy because it's got digestive enzymes. Our coffee, now this is the very first fat burning coffee ever in the world, and we were the first to develop and produce one. It's actually a real coffee, 100% Arabica beans. You can actually take that throughout your working day.
What, that bit of dust of it?
Canal, intra-workout drink. I won't go too much into this because it always ends up going wrong. Yep. But this isn't just an intra-workout drink. It's not a BCAA drink. It's an intra-workout drink with BCAAs in it. But it's also great for injury recovery. It's also great for non-training days. What I would do on a non-training day, I would have a litre of water and put 1 scoop in it. If you're having a bottle of water this size during your workout, like me and Chris did, then half a scoop is enough. Calorie. Now, Calorie is a weight gainer. The best and most beneficial weight gainer out there, and a lot of people going, yeah, look at you, you're full of shit. No, actually, it's true. This isn't made up of any shit sugars or shit carbs. This is made up of coconut fat, flaxseed oil. This is the healthiest possible way to put on weight. Yes. And all of our products are designed, apart from bipolar, to take, even if you are you suffer with some sort of illnesses. Maybe you're type 2 diabetes, maybe you've got thyroid problems, whatever it may be. Of course, always consult your doctor, but all of our products are safe. The only reason why I say bipolar isn't because bipolar does make your heart race, and if you've had a heart attack, well then that's just an accident waiting to happen, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. You'll probably have a very quick but painful death.
At least you have a pump though.
You'll go out with a fucking good pump.
Yeah, exactly.
So it depends on how you want to go out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, thinking about, I like to go out with a pump at least, but...
We're all going out one day, so go out with a pump.
If you're going to go out,
go
out with a pump.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good advert.
Why is it called bipolar? Because you have a fucking good high, but you have a shit down. And it's designed like that, believe it or not, because when you're having a down, it makes you very tired, you go to sleep, and of course, when you sleep, that's when you grow. Then you've got L-glutamine, creatine and leucine. Leucine is the main ingredient in BCAA that actually builds muscle tissue. L-glutamine stops you from catabolizing. Whenever you're training, you're not just burning calories, even whether you're doing weightlifting or cardio. What you also do is you burn muscle too. You take a scoop of L-glutamine in the morning, a scoop of L-glutamine before training, and a scoop of L-glutamine after your training, and that helps prevent you from catabolizing and burning any muscle that you've spent a lot of time building. Creatine, well, you just want to put on a bit of size, put on a bit of strength. What creatine it is?
Got A5s and pures. You might be doing
A5s and pures.
Yep.
Alpha A5 fat burners. These are the UK's most well-known fat burners, and that is the product that we built the whole company on. This product has a reputation, rightly so, all by itself. Of course, with a clean diet and training, you'll get the best results. But if you're a stay-at-home mum, just want to do the housework, pop a couple, your house will be clean in no time, and you'll burn double the amount of calories than what you would do normally. Also, this product does not make your heart race. Even if you're like a long distance lorry driver, maybe you've got a manual job, a physical job, maybe you're a lawyer, maybe you need your focus, A5s will work. You can take them throughout your working day. Pure Alpha is a testosterone booster. Again, you don't necessarily need it to train. Of course, with a good diet and a regular training program, you're going to put on some size, you're going to put on some strength. You will get random erections on these. That is a guaranteed fact. It will increase your sex drive. If you're over the age of 30, you can take these. It's recommended you take these, even if you don't train, and you do not need to come off these. Having said that about all of our products, I have to be honest, even with L-glutamine, creatine is creatine. Whether you buy from, I can tell you the difference between ours and other brands, especially when it comes to their shit sugars and carbs. A company like USN, for instance, will say 30 grams of protein per serving in their protein drinks, yet 10 grams of protein will only be protein as we know it to repair and recover the muscle, but the rest of the grams, 20 grams, will be made up of added creatine, which they can legally put in the tub because creatine is classed as a protein, but we don't. So when we say whatever gram of protein is in a serving, whether it's this size tub or a smaller size tub, that'll be the grammage of the protein. When we say creatine, now the other companies, for instance, My Protein, creatine is creatine, so their creatine is going to be no different to mine.
Yep.
So some of you out there might go, okay, you told us why we should buy the protein off you and your other products. Okay, we believe that, but why would I buy the creatine off you when it's more expensive and I could get the creatine off of a cheaper brand if you're saying creatine is creatine? What they tend to do is they will say, right, it's a set price for a 500 gram tub, but what they would do is they would include the weight of the tub in with the grammage on the label. So actually you're not getting 500 grams worth of creatine, and again, that's legal. They can do that legally. All I'm saying is we don't lie. So whatever we sell you, whatever we put on the label, whatever we tell you that is what it is. So if I say to you something is very strong, be careful because you will die a quick and easy death, be the fuck careful. If I say to you that it is the way it is and it is the product it is what it is.
That's it, mate.
That's it.
Keeping it real like Ian Bill.
We started off with us recreating the Anthony Joshua fight, going in with a tricep exercise, to beginner's advice, to a full-out
Product review,
advert.
mate. Yeah.
Mental hamster dog. Where would you go, Chris, if you wanted to buy supplements?
He's been practicing.
Yeah, he just touched me. That was you see that? You don't even have to get off the chair. He can literally look at that.
You actually leaned back.
He actually leaned back from that position. That's it, we're done. Have a trainer, baby.